With chapter number 6 from your political science book of grade 12, and the name of the chapter is the organs of the government, that is the legislature. So today we're going to start from the powers and functions of the US Senate. So what are the special powers of the special or the unique powers of the Senate we are going to understand. The Senate is a powerful house. It enjoys a vast amount of powers and authority in spheres of legislature and finance. It has some exclusive and special powers. The powers of the Senate can be analyzed under two broad heads. One is the special powers and the other is the normal powers. So what are the special powers? We are going to understand that first. First is the appointment making power. Next is the treaty making power. And third one is the impeachment or the removal of the officials from different kind of positions or the high rank officers. These are known as the impeachment process. So all these things are done within the Senate. So Senate's role in appointment making. Senate has been assigned a role in the appointment making powers of the president. All appointments made by the president require senatorial approval or confirmation. No appointment made by the president is valid until it is approved by the Senate. The Senate uses its power to exercise a check to the president. And other than that, the Senate's power to ratify treaties. That means whatever treaties are being made by the president, it can be rectified by the Senate, or whatever treaties the president is thinking of making with other nations or other countries has to be discussed by the Senate first, and then only this can be approved. Until approved, that will not be applied all over the country. So Senate as a court of impeachment. So whenever they want to impeach, that means they want to remove the high ranked officers, that has to be done within the Senate, and the Senate has the power to do it with the voting of 2/3 majority. That has to be done. Other parts are also there, like the legislative parts. They can make the laws. Other than that, financial parts are also there. Then we can say Senate's investigation parts are there. Okay, they can investigate. These parts are also given to the Senate. So the US Senate and the US House of Representatives, we have to do a comparative study. So the areas in which the Senate is more powerful than the House of Representatives, there are few spheres, like in 3 places we will say. That is a Senate's power to check the president. Under the system of checks and balances, the power to check the president has been in the Senate. The Senate has been given 3 special powers for this purpose. All appointments, including the appointments of judges made by the president, become valid only when approved by the Senate. All treaties concluded by the president become valid and operational only when ratified by the Senate by the 2/3 majority. The Senate alone sits in the court of impeachment for investigating the charges against the president, the vice president, the judges of the Supreme Court, and other high federal officials. The Senate gives the verdict. We can also say that the Senate dominates the role of the legislative sphere, that is the lawmaking power. The Constitution gives equal lawmaking power to both the houses, or to 2 houses of the Congress. However, in practice, the Senate has come to occupy the dominant position. Okay, final say of the Senate on financial legislature. That is, regarding the money bill, we can say that the Senate is having much more power. The Senate has more power in making and amending the whole money bill, except the title. Without the title, everything can get changed by the Senate in the money bill. Comparison between the Senate and House of Lords. Okay, comparison between the Senate and the Indian Rajya Sabha. Both the things we are going to study here. So while the second chamber is in other democratic political systems of the world are less powerful than their lower houses and severe or limited purpose. The US Senate, despite being an upper house, is more powerful than the House of Representatives. Okay, the Senate is characterized as the second chamber only because of the nature of its organization. In respect of powers, it can be legitimately characterized as the first and the powerful house of the US Congress. It is stronger and more powerful than the lower house. When we compare the Senate with second chamber of other prominent legislatures of the world, we find Senate is more powerful in the entire world we are talking about. Okay, so we can conclude by saying that US Senate has the most powerful second chamber in the world. Okay, now comparison of US Senate with the Indian Rajya Sabha. Both the Rajya Sabha and US Senate are the upper houses of the respective political system. The Rajya Sabha is called the Council of States and represents the interest of the states and Indian Union of States. The US Senate also represents the states of the US Federation in the US political system. But the composition and power position of these two houses different from each other. US Senate, you can say, has much more powerful position than the position of the Rajya Sabha in Indian political system. Indian Rajya Sabha, though it is not as weak as the British House of Lords, but it enjoys severe power, but it also enjoys several powers and even 3 special powers, yet it is weaker than the US Senate. So you can understand we are studying about a comparison here between the Rajya Sabha, the House of Lords and the Senate. So we can say that the Senate is the maximum powerful, or we can say is having the extreme power, but Rajya Sabha of India is also enjoying some special power, but House of Lords of Britain is very weak in compared to Rajya Sabha of India and Senate of US. Next, factors responsible for making the US Senate stronger or strongest second chamber in the world. First of all, it is very small size. The Senate is a small house of 100 members only. It helps to carry out its business systematically and efficiently. Next is a long tenure. Okay, the senators have a long tenure of 6 years. Once elected, a senator remains a senator for 6 years. A member of the House of Representatives has a tenure of only 2 years. Okay. Next, quasi-permanent chamber or quasi-permanent character. So quasi-permanent means I told you that the entire house will never retire at a time, right? So the entire house doesn't get dissolved at a time. Only its 1/3 members are elected after every second year, and 2/3 members continue as before, the same as Rajya Sabha. Direct election. The representatives are directly elected by the people. Wider representative based as of a senator. Special powers of the senator. What are the special powers? Senator's power to approve or disapprove the appointments made by the president. This is the highest power they are having. They can you can say reject or rectify the decisions made by the president. Okay, and then equal lawmaking power. The second chamber is most in the most of the political system, or we can say even in India, that the second chamber is not having any lawmaking power as such. But in US we are finding that both the houses are given equal amount of power to make the law. Sorry. So next is comparison between Indian Lok Sabha, House of Representative, and British House of Commons. So in this comparison we can say that Indian Lok Sabha, that is House of the People we call it, and the British House of Commons and the US House of Representatives, each is a lower house. All these are the lower house, democratically all directly elected house. Okay, representative and national house, which represents the people and minors national public opinion. Okay, these are quite similar in their organizational structure, but we can say that Indian Lok Sabha at present has a strength of 545 members. Each member represents a territory, or we can say constituency. They are having the territorial constituency. He is elected directly by the people of the constituency. What are the process? All of us know it, like universal adult franchise, single member constituency, secret ballot, simple majority, vote victory system. All these are coming into existence. So we can say that more or less the composition or the number of members are varying, because House of Commons is having 669 members, House of Representative is having 435 members, but moreover the procedure is quite similar. Okay, hopefully you understood. Thank you.